Okay, Mike Gould here, Mayor of Hounds Town USA, home to the happiest dogs on earth. All right, here's our friend Bishop. He came yesterday. He's got some reported behavioral issues. He's a mess already. So one of the problems is that we just go with the energy. So the first thing we do on day one is take this $1.78 piece of rope off and put a permanent nylon collar on. He's 6 years old. He's fully grown. So whatever I put on him is going to be the right fit. So this is going to slide over his head, his ears. This is a 21-inch collar. I pull one ear at a time. Once it's on, it stays on. It never comes off. It's part of his body. So that's 21 inches. He's got a lot of fur. I can put my hands under there. I love him. So I'm going to praise good behavior by love, physical love, not food. Then I'm going to attach this nylon 6-foot leash, which also is going to become part of his body. So the whole goal for the next 12 days is figure out what stresses him out, triggers, and understand his psychology. So we already know he doesn't like to be in an enclosure with glass. So he had a little bit of a difficult time. He's going to be a mess. So we're balancing energy. Balancing. From this point forward, he can never pull on this leash. This leash is in exchange for this very simple device. I love good behavior, and I correct bad behavior. The first behavior we teach a dog is never to pull on a leash. You see this love though? I keep my face away from dogs' faces always, no matter what, my own dog. And I touch, Jesus, it's got like sand coming out. This, you know, when dogs interact with other dogs, specifically St. Bernards, I'm soaked in hair and saliva now. But that's okay, I get it, I don't care about that. So I praise good behavior. We're going to go outside, go for a little walk, and teach boundaries and structure. Take over the dog's thinking. So when he's thinking something, he's got conflict, he sees a stranger, he sees another dog. I correct that and teach him how to react to this world. Okay, continuing our training with Bishop. We have to teach the dog about the world. He doesn't understand it. So, and no dog does. We live in a human world. So the first thing is we put our leash and collar on. It's windy out. The noise you hear in the background, which is a flag, to him could be a dying animal. So we love the right behavior. First thing we're doing is relaxing and putting the dog, giving him an assignment. It is the pack. When the pack moves, he needs to be on my left side. Period. He can't pull, he can't control this. So I'm relaxed. I'm stepping out with my left foot. Left foot, eventually, this is all going to come together as we go. So we're just giving him responsibility. Good boy. I got to go at my pace. Good boy, Bishop. I turn, he turns. Good boy, Bishop. And I move like this. It's relaxed. I can go fast. Good boy. And when I turn, good boy. I'm not looking for a robot. This is difficult for dogs. They don't know they don't know left from right. But the reason it's consistent, it's less stress. I slow down and I ask him to sit. Sit. And then I love good behavior. I don't reach over, I don't kiss dogs. I love good behavior. He's a mess, he needs a bath. It's relaxation. Structure, and then we're going to show you how to give him mental free time. Cut. All right, so let's just put this together. Number one, I'm relaxed. I replaced this leash, this permanent leash and collar with this temporary one. Everything stays the same. So we have to put structure in the dog's brain, leadership. You need to be the leader of a pack animal. So now that we're outside, I don't want him to lay down heel. Sit. Good. So he needs to follow leadership. He needs to check in with the alpha dog. That's you folks at home, not little children. Little children are never going to be alpha until they grow up. So now I'm going to give him free time, psychological. Okay, okay, boy. And okay, not today, is going to release him psychologically, and he's going to have free time. Now he can sniff. I'm going to get a frisbee. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, he doesn't like to chase that. No worries. Let's cut for a second. All right, so here he is. We're just making him comfortable because he's like the cowardly lion, kind of like my dog. So the leash we leave on it all the time, and you would think it was a chain, a 200-pound chain, because this is unusual for him. You can see he's a mess. He's probably going to have to get a couple of baths while he's here. because the difference between a regular kennel, we want this dog out and interacting. So this is nice that he's kind of moving around a little bit. So the leash and collar is always on. You're going to see that in a few days, hopefully. He's going to be much more energetic here. Here we are with Bishop. So I learned one thing today. He's kind of a cranky old man, been spoiled, lacks leadership, wants to do what he wants to do. Free grazing food, buffet style, cruise ship. He lives apparently on a cruise ship where he was the king of the jungle. He got hand-fed water, food available all the time. So he's a little bit recalcitrant. You can look that up. Under certain circumstances, he's recalcitrant. So you have to understand the psyche of the dog. He responds very well to our leadership, very well. But we have to teach first. He doesn't know what dogs are. He doesn't know doors and kids and electricians and vacuum cleaners. So he's a little off balance right now. But we're obviously celebrating St. Patrick's Day soon. And he's, you know, is he happy? I don't know. He's, oh, wait, something's happening. Good boy. All right, we're good for today. Uh-oh, I think he must have got into the liquor cabinet since we last left. What? You drunk? You're celebrating too much, you old fool? No aggression. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Love, love, love. Love good behavior. Rub his smelly old belly, his drool, he's a mess, like I said. See, he was clawing at the gate, the kennel. So we got to figure that out. He doesn't really care to be enclosed in things. Again, he's probably obviously not used to being enclosed in anything. He's lived the Viva Loca for 6 years. So this is what it's all about. Life is all about. Good work. All right, there he goes. We taught him to drink water. He drinks water. All right. Okay, here we are with our friend Bishop. We're moving along in our boot camp training, boarding school. He's a very low energy dog. It's always hard for us when we get dogs in because we don't really know their personalities and their exact energy levels when they come. So sometimes there might be a little level of separation, anxiety, exhaustion. We're keeping this so simple. Leash and collar always on. Rather than put him in a crate where he has high anxiety because he probably hasn't been properly socialized going into a crate, he has a lot of anxiety. So we thought for at least the immediate future, we're just putting a bed in a designated spot. So we're putting them up on the porch. So if you look at this as the average house, there are dogs barking, there are sounds here. And we watch Bishop and we make sure that we control his energy. So as long as he goes to a place, that's his place in my house here. There's people working, there's other dogs here, there's people all over. And we do crazy things. It's going to take a while to make this adjustment for him. So the only place I give Bishop a morsel of food, that's his meals, which he shouldn't graze on. That was another mistake. He shouldn't be grazing. So essentially we got a very large, pampered dog. He drinks water like a, I can't even tell you, like a muskrat. If muskrats drink water, like a camel. He drinks water, so that's not an issue. He will drink, naturally drink, as long as it's available. So water is always available. Food, we only give at certain times. So regardless of the distractions, people knocking, coming in and out, obviously there's nobody there. The leash and collar's on, he's in his place. You have to instruct young children. Leave the dog alone. So if he's on his place, at his place, his porch, and some child comes running up to him, or a stranger comes, he might snap at them. He shouldn't, so you have to balance energy. I pick up my leash, I say, make a sound. Good dog. Good dog. He's on my left when I move. Good doggy. We're going to go out for a walk. He's on my left, and I love him. I love good behavior. I correct bad behavior. So this leash should not be a problem for him. I stop, what does he do? Slow as molasses, but I love that. I love good behavior. I don't bend over and put my face near dogs' faces. I highly encourage children never to put their face. So he's on eye level with what, a 5-year-old child. So if a 5-year-old's running around, gets into it, just respect his boundaries. You have an animal living in your home. It's an animal. I step out my left, he walks with me. If I want to put him on his place, I just tell him, Bishop, go place. Go place. He had to be taught that behavior. Here comes my treat. Very honestly, when we first did this, he was petrified to take a step up here. So he comes to the table, low energy, but he's also suspicious of things. And he had, you know, so in many regards, he's 6 or 7 years old. He needs to get out more. You know, he needs to get out and see the world, and we have to teach him what the world is. I don't care if he sits or lays down. He just can't get off that bed until I want him. Okay, good doggy. Good boy. So I don't have good boy. Okay, come on. Good. I just pick up my leash. We're going to go outside, so watch what it looks like. He's on my left. I come to a stop. Sit. I open the door. Look at my energy. If he gets up, I correct him because he shouldn't be getting up. So it's like this. It's not about this. My hands are here. If I'm shorter, if I have a bad back, he has to adapt. The dog adapts to the humans. But we have to understand it's an animal living in our house. A predatory animal. Step out on my left, and off we go for a walk. Bye. Okay, now we're outside. So the world is always changing. So from going from inside to outside, here I don't have control over my environment. I can't control the buses, the birds, the planes, the squirrels. So I love good behavior. Good behavior is just subordinating to my leadership. It's not about beating a dog down. It's love, 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 but giving him structure. He needs to be in his pack. The pack is being on my left. There's no energy. He shouldn't be here. If he looks at a squirrel or a bird, I'm going to correct him. I can't correct him now because he's subordinating like a pack animal should to my leadership. His movements are controlled by my movements. I step out my left, he's looking at our beautiful sign. He might miss this, so he's going to get corrected. Watch how it looks. Left foot, he got a little snap. Because he was distracted by something else. Good doggy. I praise him. Good boy. Come on, Bishop. Good boy. He can never pull. He can never put tension on this leash. I turn, he turns. It's got to be relaxed. I slow down, he needs to SIT. 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 There's blowing paper. There's cars. I have to be in charge of that. I have to be responsible to take care of that. I can't let Bishop. Here comes a cup. What is that to a dog? You think it's a styrofoam cup? It's a prey animal. And a lot of dogs would just chase that. But he's avoiding it actually, which is good. I pivot out my right foot, that's the stay command. You see there's no energy. If he gets up, I correct. Correct bad behavior, love good behavior. Look at how I love this. Right foot pivots, he stays. Good boy. Left foot, let's see if we got something. Good, old man. He doesn't know this yet. It'll all come together. I gotta get out of here so I go fast. Good boy, old Bishop. Good boy. Loose leash. Uh-oh. Wolf. I go this way. That's it. Let's go out in the field. Let him go pee and poop.